With me today is Victoria Rose. Victoria has spent over 31 years training, including 23 years in the Army Reserves, training in skills and drills. We're going to talk to Victoria today about her 5-step program, how we go from now to wow, particularly talking about empowering women to find their own voice. Welcome, Victoria.
Thank you, Catherine. I'm so excited to be here today.
Now, you've invented or come up with a 5-step program going from now to wow.
My program, actually I've written a book around it to help people understand how it works. So it starts with now. Unless we really know where we are now, then we cannot get to where we want to be. And the next step is how do we actually get to where we are in life? What are those hidden forces that have influenced us? The next step is what. So what is my why? What do I really want out of life? You may be surprised to find out that not a lot of people actually know what they want out of life. And the next step is will. Take action, because you can have all the thoughts, but if you don't do something about it, nothing changes. The last step is wow, because one of the things we don't do is give ourselves a pat on the back. When we do achieve stuff, we don't go, you did good, girlfriend. So that's what the 5 steps are about, and they're very empowering.
All right, so I think we should start with now and how to learn about going from now to wow. What's our first step?
So the first step is to really look at yourself and ask yourself, am I sitting in the driver's seat of my own life? Sadly, many women, and I'm a corporate trainer as well, and I've trained nearly 20,000 people over the last 6 years. And what I've discovered is that a lot of them actually are not in the driver's seat of their own life. They're either in the passenger seat, in the back seat. So we need to have a look at, do we want to be in the driver's seat of our own life? And I would suggest, well, I do, and I'm sure you do. So why is it that we're not? Here is a way to find out actually what you think about yourself. It's a very simple exercise. When it's done this way, it can be very revealing. So the first thing is to sit down with pen and paper. Now, I know you're thinking I'm old-fashioned, but quite frankly, there's something about the physicality of working with paper that makes a difference. So sit down with that pen and paper and say to yourself, I am. And then write down whatever pops up in your mind. When you come to a blank, your mind's a blank, you can't think anything further, please don't give up. Continue. Ask yourself, I am. Keep saying, I am. Something else will float up. You'll come to a second blank spot. Do not give up. You need to go through the second blank spot. Ask yourself, or say to yourself, I am. Then write down. And here's the thing. You would already know that that first stuff that tumbles out is just the surfacey stuff. It's the stuff that other people probably have told us how we should be in life rather than how we really are. The second is the next level down in our subconscious, and that third lot that tumbles out, let's have a look. What really does tumble out? What does that tell you about yourself? That simple activity will give you an idea about what you believe about yourself, because if you don't know that, how can you be in the driver's seat of your own life?
I think as women, we're often expected to live a certain way or a certain life, and we're perhaps not even aware that in fact we're not in the driver's seat. So this will be a really important exercise. Well, that was really interesting, Victoria. Thank you so much for joining us today. And I know I, for one, am certainly looking forward to learning more about how to be in the driver's seat of my own life. I do hope that you can join us for step number 2 next week.